Werther.
Werther.
Hello, Werther.
I'm Werther, by the way.
Glad you're a normal person.
Well, let's not say terrible things.
Tell me, what will you be doing with yourself this summer?
I'm off to Europe for expat adventures. Material for my memoir.
The silky and lacy variety?
Something like that.
Seek out smart, confident, progressive women. Real spitfires.
That's good advice.
My sister is 18, so no, she doesn't want to fly down to Miami with you on your sick jet.
I have never wanted anyone more. I met a girl.
Werther?
No, she's incredible. She's smart. She's funny. And she's a reader. Who reads, Paul?
Are you insane?
Incredibly smooth.
Girls are always saying that to me.
Werther, I should have mentioned
You're what?
engaged.
What?
Charlotte loves Albert and you like Charlotte.
What? I met the girl I want to spend the rest of my life with, so there is no way I'm just going to leave town and let her stupid fiancé have her. I'm Werther.
Ah, Charlotte told me all about you.
He's perfect, a worthy opponent.
Any indication whatsoever that you want to spend time with me?
Albert cares about his work.
I'm not saying he shouldn't. I love that he's passionate. It's just...
You wish he was that passionate about you.
I know that it's stupid that I like him, but you have Albert. You're being stupid too.
Zipper!
I don't know what to do here.
Use your teeth.
We're trying to
Into this one.
You're going to a shooting range with Albert.
Funny.
He will shoot you with his shotgun.
In the face or in the back?
Face.
Whoa! Ooh, you'd be amazing at murder. Release the pigeon! Oh! Is this the starter size?
If you really care for her, then move on.
We're just friends.
You look at all your friends like that?
To me, everything's beautiful.
I heard you had to use a lady gun. How did that make you feel?
Like a big, strong woman.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Young Werther, arriving in theaters, on digital, on demand, December 13th. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things Young Werther, making his feature film directorial debut, is writer, director, José Lourenço.
Nailed it. Perfect.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. How are you today?
I am very well. It's a very crisp, overcast day here in Toronto, and I'm all full of shivers. That's it.
Well, Congratulations on this project, your feature film debut. I want to take it back to why Young Werther for your directorial debut. When did The Sorrows of Young Werther by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe come into your possession and made it your mission to then become your directorial debut, to adapt that to be your first feature project?
Yeah, it's a book I read in college and then picked it up, 10 years later after having my heart broken several times, and just kind of like hit me, these characters, these themes of like friendship and requited, semi-requited love and all that gray area confusion. And it just felt like something that was ripe for yet another adaptation. It's been adapted so many times across Europe, across the world, plays, operas, musicals, mangas, comics, and I was like, you know what, let's take a swing at this one and contribute to the Werther canon.
I love that. Yeah, we all like a good rom-com. And I was seeing as well, there's a phrase you're using while in production, emotional edging.
Emotional edging. Yeah, that's the film.
We can all relate with that, right?
Yes. Come on. Who's not been in that confusing situation where you're like, what is this? What are we? What's happening? I think this is the vibe. Are we pulling back? Is it? Yeah.
Unrequited love. It's something we can all relate to. So putting this together, adapting it, bringing it to contemporary times, was there anything that made it difficult, or just can you tell me just how long it took to write and then finding your Werther in Douglas Booth and everybody else, and setting it into Canada, Toronto. Can you tell me just a little bit of the pre-production and finding that story and bringing it to now?
Yeah, yeah. I wrote the first draft of this script like 12 years ago, and it had a real life. Like there was at times other directors attached, other actors attached, and at the time when I'd written it, I was just trying to write screenplays. And during the process of having the movie get built up and fall apart and built up again, I started directing music videos and commercials and shorts and things. Got more experience, then I got to the point where it was like, you know what, I can direct this movie. This is the one of all the screenplays I've written that have almost gone. I was like, this feels closest to my heart, and this is the one that I really want to try and get made. Found a great production company. They put together the financing in a really smart way, and then we went after our cast and spoke to so many different actors, and was so lucky to find Doug and Allison and Patrick and Iris and Johar and Amrit. Just, I don't know, for me, like a murderer's row of just such smart, witty, incredible people that that I was so proud to have interpret these characters, bring them to life in the wonderful city of Toronto that never really gets its due on screen, is sometimes playing itself on screen, but felt super lucky to be able to show off the city the way it's meant to be seen.
Love that. Love that. Love showing hometown love.
Yeah, yeah,
So with Douglas Booth, our Werther, our young Werther,
yeah.
what were just like some of the notes in bringing him on board to kind of just, tell this tale and then when you had Alison Pill brought on board, just that chemistry and I don't know if this was during COVID times, to just kind of build that up because it's all, about that relationship and how, or non-relationship because it's the unrequited love, what were your notes to them?
I mean, they're both such smart, emotionally intelligent, funny people that they both really just stood out. Like they really got the characters, got the script, and Doug, he there's so much of him that like is Werther, that like that easy charm, that effortless connection, that gregariousness, that kindness, that like that way of making people feel recognized and feel important. Like that's very much Doug on set, and he was able to bring a lot of that to the character, which is so crucial because he's this roguish guy who's kind of doing a selfish thing. Ultimately, he's pursuing this woman who has a life that's that is imperfect but very stable, very solid. And I think Allison really found that character on her own. Like it was she just brought the language and the script to life in a way that felt vulnerable and honest, but also so confident and so whip smart. Like I feel like the thing that attracts them is that Werther, I don't think has had to work very hard for anything in his life. He's had an easy life, and for the very first time, there's this person who's, as much as he's attracted to her and interested in her, she's a formidable opponent. She's his verbal sparring partner. And, I think he's used to everything kind of working out with everything. And she's like, actually, this isn't going to work out. Not the way you think. And I think that it just creates this spark that then runs through the entire film.
Dig it. And yeah, lovely together and lovely seeing the just them kind of him go for it and not happening. In regards to the adaptation, was there anything that didn't make it, but also you putting your own stamp on it, because this is a 300-year-old story, you wanted to put your stamp on it. Can you tell me a little bit of that in regards to that creativity?
Yeah, it's this book from 1774, but there's so much to this. If anything in this movie works, it's because I've stolen it from the book. It's the relationships that are there are, it's they're friends, they're would-be lovers, there's the husband who's not this like villainous, jealous guy. He's like a normal human being who sees the good in people. And I don't know, I think the stuff that I responded to in the book was like they're all just like human beings, like trying to do their best and be kind to each other and really give each other a little grace and a little understanding. And then for the adaptation, it's I love writing dialogue. I feel like for me, the way that I connect with my friends and my wife, my family, is through joking around, is through humor. Like we're rarely sitting down and really, like getting earnest. It's like you want someone you can be playful with, and as much as you can connect on an intellectual level, it's like day to day, if you're not laughing, if you're not being made to laugh by the people who are the most important to you, what are we doing? Gotta have a good time.
That's beautiful. So would that be what your personal touch was in a way? Because it's a 300-year-old that we talk differently than we did then, So would that be part of your personal touch, from you?
I think so. Yeah, I think like it's that's like one of the when you're sitting down to write, it's like it can be like a lonely thing. You're in this small little room, you're by yourself, there's no one else around, and one of the most fun things for me writing any screenplay, working on anything, are the things that like make me laugh. So I love it. I love it when like the characters kind of like you know become their own thing on the page, and you're there and you're kind of as much as you're writing it, it's like it gets to a point where the people on the page have their own sort of rhythm and cadence, and you fall into it, and and I love being made to laugh by the stuff that's appearing in front of me. So I don't know how else to do it. Is that a weird answer? I don't know.
Come from children's books. So was it how rewarding is it to come from that, where you're sitting down, you're writing a script, and then it gets published later on? Here you adapt the screenplay, and then you're in production on a film, watching these people act out these things that you've put together. How has that made you adapt your talents in a way, and moving forward now to future projects? What has this whole experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's so funny. The book, so the children's book thing, the first one is coming out in 2025, and it's a series that I'm writing with a friend of mine who's a wildly talented illustrator who years ago he had this film, I Met the Walrus, that was nominated for an Oscar for short film, and he was like the John Lennon Estates like in-house illustrator. But he's also the funniest, most wonderful guy. James Braithwaite is his name, and working on those books with him is great because it's like the two of us in a room making each other laugh and just like coming up with the images and the story and refining the characters. And it's so similar to the process of making a film, or at least it's the fun part of making a film. For me, it's meeting our cinematographer, Nick Haight, and just collaborating, watching movies, like again, making each other laugh. Same with our costumer, our production designer, our wonderful producers, like our editors. Like every day was so much fun. And it's taken me, the first screenplay I ever wrote that really was like the one that got me a manager, and the one that got me going was like 2008. It's been 16 years since then, and this is the first one that's gone into production. It's been completed, and I recognize like how lucky it is and like what a gift it is to be able to do this. And so, yeah, just early on, I was like, let's have this be like the most positive, fun, joyous experience. And everyone else was totally in that mindset. So it was the best. Kids' books, movies, anything, like just bring that vibe.
I love that. I just whenever you get lucky with a project and then I'm an actor, filmmaker, comic book writer, I've done it all. You just like trying to recapture that success, to put it into a bottle and take that into the next approach to hopefully make that a success. It's just you just try to capture that lightning in that bottle. Toronto,
yeah, absolutely.
Your hometown. Again, if we can go back to that, making it. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I actually moved to Toronto in 2001. I've lived all over the country. All over Canada. Yeah.
But having it kind of be focused here, and congratulations. I know the film premiered at TIFF, I believe, and then getting the accolades and everything. just making Canada proud. What has that experience been like, and like certain landmarks? Because I know I'm planning to visit. I love Canada, honestly, and especially I might be going after this election here in the States.
You'd be very welcome.
Toronto.
Very welcome. Come to Canada. Everyone come to Canada.
just it causes an industry to come, and people want to go to the locations that this film was shot out here and there. Can you just tell me how has that been, the feedback you've had from your friends, family, and as well as maybe the city?
Yeah, I mean, it was man, premiering at TIFF was like such a dream. I've been going to TIFF for like 20 years as an audience member, seeing movies there, and to be able to like be at the premiere with like my mom and my dad and my wife, my brother and his husband and everyone, just really, it was like the most magical night. And then, yeah, just talking to people afterwards, it's like, Toronto, it really is a gorgeous place. And it was so much fun, like not having to worry about like if we're shooting off fireworks at Fort York, if the Gardiner Expressway is in the background, or if we're downtown outside one of the most beautiful restaurants in the city, 20 Victoria, it's Queen and Victoria, it's like Michelin starred place that, like it's just one to be able to like have that be what it is, have these places that that we go to as Torontonians and not hide them, be able to see Roy Thompson Hall, be able to see all of our like street level beautiful architecture and wonderful neighborhoods, and just like it's this incredible city. And it just man, it was the best to be able to like just have it live in the film as itself.
I love that. I love that the power of film can do that. It helps all the way around in different respects. For people seeing Young Werther, what do you hope people come away with in regards to this tale that's 300 years old to now, and what they leave away with that we can all relate with in regards to unrequited love? What do you hope people take away from Young Werther?
I mean, first I want to say that anyone who loves the original book, I hope they're not too upset at what we've done with it. And anyone who doesn't know the material is just experiencing it for the first time, dude, like I want this to be everyone's favorite movie. I want it to be the kind of thing you throw on time and time and time again. Watch it with friends, watch it with your loved ones, watch it with that person who's important to you, or watch it while thinking about that person who was important to you. Like I think it's like, I hope it's just, yeah, one that makes you laugh and cry and quote endlessly, the same way that all my favorite movies have been there for me over the years.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Jose, with this project, I know we're pushing it right now.
Yeah.
Young Werther, again, everybody, arriving in theaters, on digital, on demand, December 13th. Is it another rom-com for you after this one? What is can you give me any hints on, I know the children's books is going to be arriving in 2025, but what is the possible next project maybe?
Yeah, there's a just the other day, there's developments getting going on a show up here that I'm excited about. That's loosely based on my brother and I living together in our 20s, and which I think is going to be a lot of fun. There's a sort of behind the stage, like dark comedy kind of thing about ambition and aging and jealousy and murder most foul that I'm excited about. Yeah, couple things coming down the pipeline.
I love it. Exciting. I'm going to have your links in the description below. I want all my people to follow you, support this film. Thank you so much for your time, Jose. It is an honor and a pleasure to speak with you.
Amazing. Incredible questions, incredible energy. Loved it so much. Thank you. This is the best.
You're the best. Everybody, Jose Lourenço, and hopefully I didn't mess it up again that time. He's amazing. Check out Young Werther. We can all relate to a tale of unrequited love and longing. This is so fun. This is so sweet. And go head up to Toronto too, because I'm trying to book my ticket right now. It is so much fun.
You can stay at my house. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna take you up on that.
Yeah, get at me.
You're amazing.
Yeah. Right.
Jose Lourenço. Check out Young Werther again in theaters, on digital, on demand, December 13th. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
Thank you.
All right, there's a
And please keep an eye on your chat box.
Awesome. I'm recording. Cool. Thank you, Giselle. I appreciate you. Hello, Jose.
Hello, how's it going? Jose. Hello.
Jose. And is it Lorenco?
Lorenzo. It's
Lorenzo.
my
Jose
dad's
Lorenzo.
Portuguese, so I've got Jose Lorenzo.
Okay. If I mess it up, my apologies.
Totally, I does not bother me. I've had in my life, I had a history teacher who called me UC for like a full year, and I was like, Mr. Prouse, my name is Jose, and he was like, UC. He was like this old British guy. Yeah. Anyway.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
And again, it's not where my heart is. I want to get it right.
Hey,
yeah,
totally fine.
I'm gonna count us in real quick because I'm gonna put the trailer right in front of our interview.
All right. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun. Thank you again, and thank you, Giselle. I'm gonna count us in. Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.